Okay, welcome to all of our SVM students. Today we are going to see speed of light in different media in our optics lesson. In our second volume, first lesson is optics lesson. In that, speed of light in different media. We have the subtitle 6.3.2. We know that light can be travel in transparent mediums. Optically transparent medium, light can be travels. That is one of that ideal medium is a air or vacuum. We know that in air or vacuum, speed of light, that value is 3 × 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Speed of light in air or vacuum is 3 × 10 to the power 8 meter per second. So how we get this value? Who calculated this? That we are going to see. This value of light in air or vacuum, that is the value of the speed of light in air or vacuum, is experimentally determined by Foucault and Michelson. Foucault and Michelson. So from their experiment only, we got that value 3 × 10 to the power 8 meter per second. But now we are going to see speed of light in different transparent medium of light. So what are the examples? Transparent mediums for light: glass, water, then we can take an air or a vacuum. Okay. Through these mediums, light is going to travel at a certain speed. That speed depends upon the density of our medium. If density is more, speed is less. From whom experiment we determine that relation of that optically denser to that rarer medium speed is Foucault and Michelson. So that's why now we are going to see that small theory in a different transparent medium like glass, water, etc. is we are going to tackle. Through that medium, we are going to pass the light. That's why we are saying we have that light source. From the light source, the light can be emitted. In its path of light, we are going to place glass or water. And the scientists we have Foucault and Michelson determine the speeds in water and glass. As well as the same time, they took hard glass evacuated chamber, that is a vacuum chamber. Through that also they are passing that light, that is any one of that source light is passing through that evacuated chamber also. Finally they have some determined value and relation between that speed of light in glass to that air, that we are going to tackle. That is different transparent medium, that is for light transparent medium. Media like glass, water, etc. We have a lot of transparent medium were introduced. In the path of light. By scientists As compared to the speed of light in vacuum, this value is lesser. So that's why we can general relation V is less than that C. And the n value is greater than 1 for all other medium. All other media without air or except air we can take on, because air refractive index value is n is equal to 1. Then this refractive index says another factor also, optical density of a medium. Optical density of the medium. Optical density of the medium. Based on this refractive index says what about that optical density of the medium. Optical density of the medium and refractive index are directly proportional. That means when refractive index increases, optical density also increases. Refractive index increases, optical density also increases. But what about the speed of light in that medium? Refractive index and the speed of light in a medium are inversely proportional. So that's why we can say optical density and speed of light in the medium are inversely proportional. Optical density and speed of light in the medium are inversely proportional. But we know that n is nothing but refractive index, directly proportional to that optical density. So denser medium, through the denser medium, speed of light is lesser, refractive index is more. If rarer medium, if we taken, speed of light is that is, once again listen, if it is a denser medium, speed of light is lesser value, rarer medium, speed of light is more. That is, speed of light and refractive index in a medium is inversely proportional. Anyhow, once again recall, we know that for all other medium, velocity of light in all other medium except air is less than that c, and V is inversely proportional to that n. But optical density is directly proportional to n. Optical density and refractive index directly proportional. But optical density and speed are inversely proportional. Okay, next we are going to see that optical path for any medium. Optical path for any medium. So for that we are going to take an certain size of glass. It is a glass. Okay, glass has a refractive index n. That size can be taken as a d thickness of that glass which has a refractive index n. We are going to take it. Suppose to that glass left side we have a light source. From that light source one of the light ray is taken. This is a first phase 1. This is a phase 2. Light ray reaches the phase 1. Up to that it will travel in a vacuum, but after that it will travel in the glass. If it is a normal incident, it can be moved in a straight line. Anyhow, so after that it reaches that phase 2, then it will comes out. For that entering and leaving, we have a certain duration. Let we assume that time taken to cross the glass can be taken as small t. Then the thickness is a d. Their refractive index is n. So through that glass we are passing a light which has a d thickness, and it will take a certain time. So in that particular time, through air or vacuum, what distance it will travel in that same t time in the air medium. In the air medium, in the same t time, traveled a certain distance. From here to here is the beginning point, is the end point. In the same t time, it traveled this distance. Let me assume that the distance may be a d prime. So d distance traveled in a glass takes a certain t time. In that same t time, in air medium, it travels a d prime time. So now we are going to take an d prime distance is a optical path of our glass medium. So we can say simply what distance traveled in air in that time to traveled in a glass, that is called as a optical path of our medium. Once again listen. What distance light can travel in air in that same time through the glass, certain distance we know that is a traveled, that we mentioned that is a small d prime. This small d prime is nothing but a optical path of our glass. Optical path of our glass. So in same time, what distance, otherwise we can take that is d prime distance we are going to take. In the same time, d prime distance traveled in air when it is passed through the air. It should be compared with that glass to that air medium. That's why totally the definition for that optical path. So that's why optical path of a medium is defined as, optical path of a medium is defined as the distance. So we notated in R is d prime, light distance d prime, light travels in air or vacuum in the same time distance d travels in the medium. That's why I am taken that is a glass is one of the transparent medium. So that's why optical path of a medium is defined as the distance d prime. The light travels in air or vacuum in the same time, distance d travels in that medium. So based on this relation d prime, t and speed of light in air, these three factors are distance traveled in air, time to travel in air, speed of light in air. That's why these three factors are related as C is equal to d prime by t. C is equal to, that is C is equal to d prime by t. Similar manner, in a glass, distance travelled is d, time taken is t, and speed is small v. So that's why v is equal to d by t. It can take on equation 1, this is equation 2. These two equations are rearranged as t is equal to d prime by c. Here also t is equal to d by b. Now we compare this equation 3 and 4. The two are equal. D prime by c equal to d by b. We want to calculate the optical path of a medium. That optical path of a medium is d prime. Then d prime is equal to c by v into b. What is the c by v? That is the refractive index of the medium. That's why d prime is equal to n into d. D prime is equal to n into d. For any medium except air medium, n is greater than 1. If n is greater than 1, we know that d prime is greater than the d. So that's why optical path of any medium is greater than that path travelled in a medium. Optical path of the medium is greater than that path of that light travelled in that medium. That's why d prime greater than the d. So because of n is greater than 1, d prime is greater than the d. If it is air medium, n value is equal to 1. That is that same value for optical path or air medium. D prime can be taken as equal to d. Anyhow, we have completed 3 titles that are speed of light in a different medium, who earlierly calculated that we have completed Foucault and Michelson, determine the speed of light in air or vacuum. That value is approximately rounded value 3 in 10 to the power 8 meter second power minus 1. As compared to this medium, in all other mediums speed is lesser value because density is more. Speed of light in all other medium except air medium is less than that c value, that we have completed. Next topic is, what is that? Refractive index. Refractive index is a factor how faster the light can be travelled from one medium to another medium. There that refractive index unit is no unit because same factors we are dividing. Small n is equal to speed of light in air or vacuum divided by speed of light in a medium. That's why no unit. After that we have completed that optical path of any medium. What distance in air light can be travelled as compared to that thickness of that glass or any other transparent medium, light is travelled. The two taken same time. Okay. Now you will listen that solved problem 6.6. What they have given in our 6.6 means, we have a glass slab, their thickness is 50 centimeter and glass refractive index is 1.5. Through that 50 centimeter thickness glass with a refractive index 1.5, what speed light can be travelled, that we want to calculate, and the time taken to travel in that glass slab of 50 centimeter. Then also calculate that optical path. We have a formula and a solution. First one, what we want to calculate? Speed of light in a glass. For that, what formula we want to take on? Refractive index formula. Refractive index. N is equal to C by V. What you want to find? V value. That's why V is equal to C by N. Then C by N, 3 into 10 to the power 8 divided by 1.5. That is equal to 2 into 10 to the power 8 meter second power minus 1. That is the speed of light in glass. Next, what we want to find time taken to travel in a glass. We have the thickness 50 centimeter. That we should convert into SI unit. 50 centimeter can be taken as 0.5 meter. And we know that speed, time taken we can calculate it. So second one formula is time taken T is equal to D by V. T is equal to D value is 0.5 meter divided by 2 into 10 to the power 8 meter second power minus 1. 10 to the power plus 8 want to taken up, that's why T is equal to 0.5 divided by 2 into 10 to the power minus 8. Then 1 times is 4 times. 1 by 4 can be taken as 0.25 into 10 to the power minus 8. Then T is equal to 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 9 second, otherwise T is equal to 2.5 nanosecond. It will take. Time taken to travel through a glass of 50 centimeter is 2.5 nanosecond or 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 9 second. Next, third one is optical path. We know that D prime is equal to NB. D prime is equal to N value is 1.5. D value is 50 centimeter. So what is that value? D prime value 75 centimeter. As compared to that thickness of that glass, how excess distance traveled in air means 25 centimeter excess distance can be traveled in air. So that's why total 3 values we have. That is velocity of light in glass 2 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Time taken to travel through that glass, that is T is equal to D by V. Then we substitute, we will get that is finally T is equal to 2.5 nanosecond. Then optical path is D prime is equal to ND. 75 centimeter we got, but as compared to that glass traveled distance in air 25 centimeter excess distance can be traveled. The extra value we have. Okay, problem completed. You go to it. Okay, thank you.